So the whole idea is that deal making has some science and art to it. If it's bad for everybody, it's good for you if you know exactly how to extract it. So we're still doing acquisitions that cash flows, that financing has a different strategy, the equity has a different strategy, and we can replicate the process. We bought another crown jewel, Fate, Texas. It's just in the DFW area, a whole lot of nothing. Then beautiful, most expensive neighborhood there. So we own the downtown building, and that's Fate. And then we bought some assets this is in Denver, then this is in Carolina, this is in DFW area, this is McCallum, Landings and McCallum. This is our biggest one, 419 units, $60 million deal that we did. Then we bought this one late last year. This is in Midland, Texas. It's a 2012 build. It's 96% occupied. Market, it's kind of down. Occupancy is low. But guess what? Everybody wants to live in a good-looking assets. And oil and gas is down, but it's not down. Oil and gas pretty steady state. So when we bought this, it was a low 90, high, and it was like 89, 91 at the range was bouncing it out. So we came in, put some heavy marketing, cleaned up the property, had some sewer issue, we fixed it up all up. Now it's 94, 95% occupied. So the whole idea is that deal making has some science and art to it. If it's bad for everybody, it's good for you if you know exactly how to extract it. So we're still doing acquisitions that cash flows, that financing has a different strategy, the equity has a different strategy, and you can replicate the process. You go out there and you test and see what the floor, what the ceiling looks like. If there's no first bet, you keep going. And then you kind of have a relative position, and then you kind of wait, right? So what we do when we go in, we do some investigation, which is we walk all the comps, all the competitions, we get the look and feel, and we understand how much they're charging, what the occupancy is, how their tenants are feeling. Then we kind of back it in and say, hey, now I'm going to compete. How do I make our property looks better than theirs so that I can extract a little bit more benefit out of it? So a lot more investigation goes in, lots of competitive analysis goes in, and then you decide your business plan, and then you go after that. Let me explain the why. Usually in the conventional world, you're gonna hear, hey, how much you paid per door. Per door is great. It's a basic rule of thumb, right? But it gets complicated. I'll give an example. In San Antonio, if you think about San Antonio, cut in the middle of it, north side, they have higher square footage per door. South side, lower square footage per door. If I paid the same amount of thing, it's different, right? So square footage is really important, dollar per square foot. Now, going back to your dollar per door, there is another thing we call it, we'll look at the rent two ways, dollar per square foot and dollar per pound. Dollar per pound is every location has a max dollar the location can handle. So, and you kind of know what the whole price ceiling looks like. So we kind of balance the rent on both ways. What I meant to say, if I have let's say 500 square footage of single and one bedroom, I can charge $2, $3 a square foot. But that neighborhood can handle maybe $1,500 the best. So if I have a 2-bedroom, $1,000 square foot.
Come meet us live and become a real estate investor with us. Make money, grow, and help the community as well. So this is what I love to do every day as a real estate investor. I love to connect with you throughout our social media, and I love to make money with you as well.